Hello everyone, welcome to the Christmas giveaway episode. I would call it an extravaganza, but it's just me sitting here. Maybe it is an extravaganza, I don't know. Before I give stuff away though, I need to get you into the Christmas spirit, and I'm going to do so by sharing Christmas records that I don't absolutely despise. There aren't many of them, and so I'm going to share them, and we'll see where this leads. First up, Stevie Wonder, Someday at Christmas. I'm a sucker for Stevie Wonder, old soul music, and this one's awesome. You can put it on and not feel guilty because the band's amazing, and let's be honest, Stevie Wonder could sing nursery rhymes and we'd all love it. It's awesome. Next up is possibly my favorite. I don't know though. I don't have a favorite Christmas album, but this is a good one. The Ventures Christmas album. Really creative title. This is fun though. First of all, because it's drenched in tremolo and spring reverb. It's a vintage, old school recording. I love listening to the drums and the mixes. And I almost find myself at times wanting to hear some of this in like the middle of the summer. If you haven't heard this, it's a must. Next up is a record that should tug at your heartstrings and remind you of what it means to be a child who isn't jaded. It is A Charlie Brown Christmas by the Vince Guaraldi Trio. We've all seen the movie a couple hundred times, and this is an excellent album. They're an amazing trio, first of all, and these songs get stuck in your head. Sometimes you hear them in a department store at Christmas and you don't like them in that moment, but you play them at home with your family and everybody loves each other a little bit more. Next up is my wife's absolute favorite Christmas album from her childhood, and she's very specific about which version of this album she's talking about. It is A Chipmunk Christmas featuring Alvin, Simon, Theodore, and special guest star Santa Claus. There's actually a story about how hard he was to book in the studio because he lives a long way from the studio and he's incredibly busy. We won't get into that, but here's the deal. She's specific because she grew up with this particular copy, which is a 1981 production. So if you see any of these newfangled Target editions and stuff, they're trash. You need to find this one because this is where the spirit of Christmas lives. Next is one of my all-time favorites. I don't have a favorite Christmas album, and it's one that I really enjoy playing with the kids. We did it last night. They laid on the floor. Some of them paid attention, some didn't, but we did it. It was How the Grinch Stole Christmas, narrated by Boris Karloff. And side one is a 21-minute story time. So before you put your kids to bed, you play this. There's some songs, and then the second side has all the songs. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch is possibly top 5 ever Christmas songs out of the 6 Christmas songs I enjoy, and my son really loves it because he thinks he's the Grinch. I'm going to mention some albums that I don't have on vinyl because they're impossible to find, cost $10,000, or they were never pressed to vinyl. One of these that I really love is Ray Charles' Spirit of Christmas. It is essentially the best, most vibey Christmas album out there. Ray Charles is a master of cool, and this Christmas album is cool as a cucumber. I love it. I can only find it on digital media. If you have a copy of this record, hit me up, or don't. I don't know. I'd listen to it one time a year. Is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know. Check it out. Next up is Christmas with Weezer. Weezer made a Christmas EP. I think it's amazing. It's basically been the soundtrack to our JHS Christmas parties over the years. If you like Weezer, you'll love it. If you don't like Weezer, you probably won't like it. Next is the Kacey Musgraves Christmas show. It was actually a show on TV, but the soundtrack is now on Spotify and Apple Music. And I gotta tell you, I haven't seen the show, but I listened to it on a trip in the car, and I was amused. I was totally entertained, and that's hard to do. So I recommend it to you. It's full of stupid skits, funny songs. It's just really dumb, funny good, and sometimes that's what you need in the holidays. Next is Sufjan Stevens' Songs for Christmas Sing-Along. It is one of the absolute most hipster albums I've ever heard, but it's different. And because it's different, it's a palate cleanse from the normal Christmas music that drives me insane. I like half the songs, I'm unsure about the other half, and a third of the songs I don't like. I'm not good at math, but I do know that what I said is absolutely true. The last album I want to recommend is one that I heard yesterday for the first time. I almost made it through the whole record. I'm not a fan of the band. I don't really like this album, but the cover is what's important. It is a Soviet-era Big Muff wrapped in a red bow. It is Smashmouth's The Gift of Rock. And I think that right now, everyone in this room and everyone in the room that you're in and yourself can admit that The Gift of Rock is the best name ever for a Christmas album. Go listen to it if you dare. I don't actually recommend it, but by actually putting it on the show, I've recommended it, so my work is done. Let's give some stuff away. There's a lot of things to give away. I think you're ready for this. I was made for this. It's 12 items to represent every single day of Christmas, because Christmas is not a single day, because it lives in your heart. And when things live in your heart, they last like 12 times longer. The first thing is the brand new book, Pedal Crush. It was just published. I got this hard copy. I'm excited because I got an entire spread in it. It has all my friends' stuff. I talked about this on a Patreon video already. One of you guys is gonna get it. It's a hardback. You can put it on your coffee table. You can read it. You can look at it. You can put it on a shelf. It's definitely something someone wants, because I want it. Next up is a pedal, a Distortion fuzz pedal, the JHS Cheese Ball, right here, from the shop that I'm setting in, straight to you. It's orange and purple. It's full of holiday cheer. Next is a guitar strap from my favorite strap company ever. They're called Jaykco. They're out of Kansas City here in town. This one's green, yellow, got a little blue going on. This is vintage vibe. These have leather endings. It's my favorite strap company ever. I have tons of these, and I love this one. Someone needs a strap, and you're gonna get a really good one. Next up is a gift that I would give my best friend or my enemy, because it's the Cure Greatest Hits. And at Christmas, sometimes you want to be sad. And if you want to be sad, you listen to the Cure. But sometimes being sad is what makes you happy. And this is a Greatest Hits album, guaranteed to do both. The other day I was in a store and I saw a unicorn setting on a shelf. It's the Behringer SF300 Super Fuzz. Since I did the What's the Deal with Behringer video, these sold out the entire universe, every store. You can't find them. People are scalping them on eBay. And right now, through the holiday spirit, I'm gonna stick it to those scalpers and give one of these away. And somebody's gonna have some amazing octave fuzz goodness in your holiday season. Next is a JHS Angry Charlie version 3, because Marshall means Christmas. And somebody needs the sound of this pedal. It's awesome. Straight from us to you, because honestly, guys and gals, we love you. We love every one of you. And you need more of this in your life. You need to annoy your neighbors with incredibly loud distortion. Next up is a gift I'm giving out of pure excitement, because today Nick sent me a picture of Kevin Parker's rig of Tame Impala, his rack, and in that rack was the JHS 500 Emperor Chorus. I'm gonna open it up here, show it to you. It's a Bucket Brigade analog chorus vibrato for you studio peeps. It's awesome. I'm really proud of this series, and it's gonna make somebody happy. You can add lush chorus modulation or vibrato to anything you want right inside your DAW. And that's exciting, and that makes me love Christmas a lot more than you do right now. Next is another JHS. What a surprise, but it's a really good one. It's the Bonsai, 9 classic tube screamers in 1 pedal. Somebody needs a tube screamer, and you're actually gonna get 9. That's a blessing. Another record that someone out there needs to experience. It is Pearl Jam No Code. This is my second favorite Pearl Jam record to Vitalogy, but it's important to me because I remember buying the CD and it had the Polaroid pictures in it, and this album has all the goods inside. When you open it up, the books, the photographs, it's a complete experience, and it's a really great gift, and that's why I'm giving it as a gift, because I only want to give good stuff, and I promise this is good. So take a chance on this album that you've never heard of. And if you have heard of this, I know you want this album. Almost done, but there's 2 more things. Here's one of those 2 things. It is an old DoD grunge pedal from back when I did the Jason Lamb series DoD episode. I had some extras. This one's beaten up. It's dirty. There's a little rust on it, but I ripped it apart, cleaned the insides, modified the power jack, a bunch of components. I made it sound fantastic. I put some spiffy new knobs on it, and it somehow has the DoD battery drawer, which is a miracle, and somebody's gonna win it. I haven't modded one of these in like 10 years. Like I said, it sounds good. It's old, but sometimes a new gift can be an old gift, because new doesn't always mean new. it means new to you. This is the June 60 chorus from TC Electronic. It emulates the classic Roland Juno chorus that's in that synth. It's awesome, and one of you needs more modulation. Last but not least is a brand new in the box, never plugged in, meaning it is literally completely new for you. A Boss JHS collaborative pedal, the JB2 Angry Driver. I'll even sign this if I can remember. I'm excited because I love this pedal. More of you guys need it, and you're absolutely gonna love it, I promise. So that's a wrap on this. Down below in the description, there's a landing page. Go to that landing page and you can enter to win any one of these you want or the whole package, whatever. We'll do a randomized drawing. We wish you the best, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. Also, this is new, and it's in the store. The Loud is More Good sweatshirt. We have a bunch of other stuff there, and if you order in the next few days, it'll get to you for Christmas. They make good gifts, or maybe you need new clothes and you need to give yourself a hoodie. I don't know. But have a wonderful day. Don't like this episode. There's nothing to like here. It's Christmas. Go be with your family. It's not Christmas yet, but you need to be thinking about being with your family. Bye-bye.